How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. It is time to panic if you don't have an allocation towards crypto yet. We're seeing some very bullish information here today. I need to talk to you about it, talk to you about what I'm seeing in the market. And to be clear, not everyone's going to invest in crypto. Some people are going to be too late. But if you're here now, I still think you have time. Now, we don't know how long we're going to be at these levels, because we're seeing a lot of buying, even with the selling pressure that's going on today in traditional markets. Bitcoin is actually up. You can see here, 24 hours, we're up 0.5%. Let's take a look at what traditional markets did. Right now, the NASDAQ here today was a little bit scared. The investors were a little bit scared because of NVIDIA earnings and because of Fed minutes. The NASDAQ was down 1% and Bitcoin's up 0.5%. Want to know why that is? We're going to talk about it. If you don't mind, hit subscribe, turn on the bell notification underneath the video to see future videos just like this one. And like I've said in the past, you can check out the link underneath the video to Margex in case you want to trade cryptocurrency on leverage. You can check out that link. There's no KYC. You can set it up in just a few seconds, and then you can deposit and start trading. You don't even have to do it with your entire portfolio. You can do it with maybe $50, $100 to try it out. And if you know other people that like to trade, you can actually sign up and then refer them and then get part of their transaction fee. So definitely check out that link underneath the video. And it is one of the few places that I know of that doesn't have KYC where you can trade Caspa. So you may be interested in that since Caspa has done so well recently. As you can see, we're having a little bit of volatility today, from Bitcoin going up to 53,000 down to 50,700, back up to 52,000. I realize that there's going to be volatility, but I still think this is an asset that you want to be invested in. I was actually wrong about something yesterday. I showed a chart, the CoinShares report, and I think I actually showed last week's chart. I showed inflows of about $1.2 billion into digital assets, but what we actually saw was a record $2.4 billion, $2.45 billion. That's huge. Most of which is going into Bitcoin, and then a good amount going into Ethereum and short Bitcoin as well, some coming out of Cardano. But the main thing that you have to look at here, a lot of money, billions and billions of dollars going into Bitcoin. That's why we saw the price go up recently of Bitcoin. And I know some people will say, well, the price hasn't really gone up for Bitcoin. That's not true. Zoom out a little bit. Just a few days ago, we were at a much lower price than we are right now. If you look here, February 14, a week ago, we were at 49,000. A few hours before that, a few days before that, we were at 48,000. A few days before that, we were at 42,000. So we have moved quite quickly. And this is at the same time, Tether continues to print more and more USDT. Why do they print more and more USDT? Because people are putting money onto exchanges and transferring that money into USDT. So then they have to go provide more USDT. What does this do? Well, it puts a lot more money on the sidelines that's easy to invest into Bitcoin and to other cryptocurrencies. So it's not just the ETFs, it's also people like retail or investors on exchanges that are getting ready with USDT. They're waiting for any kind of dip. Keep in mind that treasury yields haven't even come down yet. This is the crazy thing. Like it's only going to get crazier from here, because we have gone from 1.5% 2-year treasury yields less than 2 years ago to now 4.6%, and it really hasn't come down. Like, it peaked out at 5%, then it went down to 4.14%, and that's come back up a little bit, like close the gap in half. We haven't even seen when the Fed started to cut rates. We've just started to see when institutions started buying so far. So that's a kind of the crazy thing to think about with Bitcoin is, if you don't have an allocation now, like, it only gets crazier from here when institutions can't offer 4% yields on savings. When people start going risk on, that's when it gets crazy. We're starting to see some other cryptocurrencies have a little bit of life as well, like Ethereum up around 3,000. And the reason for that is they do have their Denkun upgrade coming here very soon. In case you don't know what that is, it is when they will bring proto-dank sharding to the leading proof-of-stake blockchain. It's a technical improvement that promises to reduce data availability costs and address some key scalability challenges. In short, it will make Ethereum faster and cheaper. A lot of people kind of pissed off with Ethereum because it's Sometimes it costs $10, $20, $50 to do a transaction. A lot of people said that said that Ethereum was dead. I said no, it's not. When Ethereum was down and when Solana went up to $125, I made a video talking about how I would not swap Solana into Ethereum, because we have this happen consistently in crypto where one crypto goes up, everyone wants to go over to that crypto, and that's essentially exit liquidity for the people that really know what they're doing to go into the undervalued crypto. And that's what we saw with Ethereum. I thought it was undervalued, so I was not swapping for a long time. I was not swapping my Solana. I was not swapping my Ethereum into Solana. Then recently, just over the last week or two, I have been doing that a little bit more because I do think Solana has significant upside. I think Ethereum does too. But at this point, once Ethereum has moved up pretty well against Solana over the last couple of weeks, I wonder now if there isn't more of a play to take some of that Ethereum into Solana. Now, they do have this Dankun upgrade. They do have possible ETF approvals coming here in the next few months. I think all of crypto really will do well. We're starting to see some infighting, some fighting between different groups of people within crypto, which shows me that we're in a more bullish market. When the market's down, no one really cares. Like, yeah, there's news. Some people bag on certain cryptocurrencies, and it's fine. No one gets pissed off. But in a bull market, you really can't say anything bad about any single cryptocurrency. There's more fighting, even though people are making lots of money. Like, there's just more energy pent up, and then people get pissed off easier. I do think this is an interesting time as well for Ethereum because Bitcoin dominance may be topping out. As you can see here, like, this is what a lot of altcoin investors want. You can see all the way back to 2017, Bitcoin dominance was up at like 95%. I don't even know how this is possible. It was up so high. And then you can see we did not move up as high in 2021. And then we have almost hit it looks like we're almost hitting a peak here. If you take this trend line, we got right underneath it. And we fell below this trend line that we had been using as support for a while too. So just look at these two lines here. We never hit this trend line. We got rejected in front of it. And then we fell below this trend line. And then also we have, and then we also have a bit of a lower high and lower low situation here as well with Bitcoin dominance. So we could be heading more into an alt season. Now, that doesn't mean that Bitcoin's price won't go up against the dollar, but maybe we see something like this where in the last bull market, we started to move up and then dominance went down. And then dominance went back up and then it went down for the major alt season. Maybe we see these kind of mini altcoin cycles and then we see dominance go up again a lot. And then we see it drop off as more and more projects come to the market that take liquidity away from Bitcoin or as Bitcoin peaks out. You can also see ETH versus Bitcoin here. We constantly got rejected by this trend line. And then we came up slightly above this prior support and then got rejected again. And now ETH is making another move here. Maybe if we set a higher high, this could be really bullish for Ethereum. Now, something I found really interesting, I have seen people talking more about projects, smaller projects. I've been seeing people talk about ETFs around baskets that further diversify risk. This is the Ripple CEO kind of talking about this here today. And a lot of people want access to crypto and are starting to get access through the Bitcoin ETFs, but a lot of them can't get access to more cryptocurrencies outside of Bitcoin. I am going to be posting a video on Alvara protocol probably later tonight, and they're a really interesting cryptocurrency. I'd watch that video. I know that they recently talked with Rob from Digital Asset News, who's a big YouTuber, and they're going to be having an interview over on Altcoin Daily's channel. If you haven't already looked at this cryptocurrency, definitely spend the time to watch that video later tonight. Now, thank you so much for watching. You can check out the links underneath the video to Margex, and if you want something that helps you with dollar cost averaging, knowing when to buy into the market, or also trading, seeing bullish and bearish momentum on different charts, you can check out the link to HGAlgo underneath the video. We've had a lot of people sign up recently, and there are now tutorial videos to teach you how to use this. It's really helpful. It's really helpful with trading. So definitely check that out underneath the video. I appreciate it. I will see you in the next one.